This edition of the Ridley Report is brought to you by burtsigns.com. Well, the big day is getting closer. Actually, it's a pair of days, October 21st and 22nd. That's when New Hampshire politicians have scheduled an innocuous-sounding House information session. Liberty activists say it's a key step toward a state income tax in New Hampshire. When I heard that the information session was not going to include public comment, I contacted one of the key figures behind the information session, Representative Susan Almy. Here's the note she sent me in response. I asked her, is it true that reps and experts will be speaking but not average citizens? She answered, quote, this is not a summit, whatever you mean by that. A summit is between heads of state. There are no reps speaking except to introduce speakers. A House information session, which is what that is a means to inform committee members on material that can help us make informed decisions when we get to bill session. It is meant for the committee members, and it is always the committee members that get to ask questions, to the extent that there is time for them, which is not very much since so many people agree to speak to us. We are asking businesses and economists to talk to us about how they think our revenue system is working in general. We are not having a public hearing. Public hearings are on bills. In a public hearing, anyone can speak, and we may sit for many hours listening to everyone on one narrow topic. In an information session meant for a subcommittee, we invite the speakers we think will be interesting, and the whole committee has a chance, and the whole committee had a chance to invite people. And we ask the questions. When someone puts in a bill to reaffirm or change the current revenue structure, anyone who wants to can come talk about it. This is not a bill hearing. This is an information session. I also asked her, how do you plan to enforce the limitations on who can speak? She didn't really answer that question. I asked her, are any of the experts that are coming to speak funded by ACORN? She replied, quote, I had never heard of ACORN before, and I do not think they have ever been in this state. They do not sound like the type that would fund the Josiah Bartlett Center, I don't know if I'm saying that right, or the NH Charitable Foundation, or commercial businesses, or any of the economists we have invited, or the Tax Foundation, or ITEP. So no, I doubt strongly that they have funded anyone on our list. I do not do witch hunts and ask potential speakers to tell me who has funded them or what they're going to say. Unquote. I asked, what specifically do you think should happen to the folks who will refuse to pay an income tax? And I told her I'm one of them. She did not respond to this part. I asked, why such a small room? She replied, quote, we are in a double room. We don't want to go to Reps Hall because it's a lot harder for the committee members to interact with the speakers, and that's the reason for the session. We asked people to discuss the current revenue structure and whether they have issues with it that we might be able to correct over time. Some of them will probably say something about broad-based taxes, both for or against. I hope most will concentrate on how we can tweak the current system to make it better for the economy, since we are stuck with it. It's been in place a long time without an overview. As I said above, I don't ask speakers what they're going to say. I expect a number of them to offend liberals, probably considerably more of them than will offend anti-taxers, except to the extent that anti-taxers seem to think one should never think about taxes, in the hope that they will go away. Unquote. One concern I have is that I don't see any indication that any kind of demonstration has been scheduled for before the event or concurrent with the event. It sounds like it's just another go to the State House and be there type thing, which seems pretty routine, and I don't think that's a very good approach to something like this. I kind of wish someone had scheduled a demonstration. That's just not something I get involved with very much anymore because I'm too busy making videos. Are you running a campaign in New Hampshire? Or do you just want to spread a message here? burtsigns.com. can help. Stick signs, bumper stickers, banners. Built for you with unimpeachable manners. BurtSigns.com